Welcome to the Gracie Academy. Hidon Gracie, Henry Gracie. In 1993, our father created the Ultimate Fighting Championship to showcase Jiu-Jitsu to the world.
And now that every professional fighter has added it to their arsenal, we're breaking down precisely how they're using it so you can add it to yours.
Many have added it, but they didn't really need it last night.
No, they didn't, you guys. For those who missed the party, dang, knockouts. Start at the top, Anderson Silva, Yushin Okami, dang, crazy.
Show us.
For those who missed it, Anderson is a very interesting character, okay? He's very strategic in his approach. Whole first round he spent basically kind of learning Yushin Okami's strategies and plans, and he would be very kind of uncommitted to his strikes, and then Yushin Okami might go for a takedown or two, and then Anderson would neutralize them. So he's just mentally chopping away at the block, demoralizing.
He knows that every person that he fights wants to beat him.
And most people who he fights want to take him to the ground. So he's very elusive to that and lets the first round go down just to psychologically demoralize the takedown attempts. And the second round comes, and that's when he loosens up a little bit. And man, it got to the point where he was standing there, put his hands down, right, because he was feeling the fire, put his hands down, and was just dodging Yushin Okami's punches with no hands. Dang. And then when Yushin Okami got too excited and stepped in and tried to punch, he would dodge it, boom, and then he would hit in return.
And that knocked Okami down one time.
Yes, the first time it caught him off guard big time. First time it knocked him down, but then Anderson hadn't had enough fun yet.
And then he got back up. And then
it was very similar again. And then he was standing here again, and then Yushin Okami wouldn't hit him anymore.
But then he tried again.
Yes, then he tried again.
Moved forward again and got knocked out.
Yes. What's the moral of the story?
The moral of the story is if you see a piece of steak hanging from a hook, from a rope, you don't grab it. Okay, it's a little too nice. You just leave it alone.
If someone's confident enough to put their hands down and just dance with you a little bit, chances are you don't want to step in and try to hit that person.
He should have stepped
back.
As a general rule. Step back a half a step and make Anderson step forward. And put your hands down, Okami.
No, don't do that. So the moral of the story, you guys, man, don't mess with Anderson striking. And if it looks too easy, too good to be true, chances are it is. Good. So many knockouts. Shogun knocked out Forrest Griffin. Congratulations, bro.
Very nice.
Yeah, kind of avenged his loss from, I think, UFC 76 it was, where Forrest got the better of him. So
yeah, he was hyped. He's in Brazil, you know.
Yeah, so much energy.
The Brazilian
people were off the charts, you know, last night.
The chanting, right?
Yeah,
they're so in sync.
Yes,
it's because of all the practice in the soccer stadium.
The soccer stadium, they got it down. It's like one little Brazilian will start it, and the rest will follow, and they go together, and they're loud. And the energy's off the charts, so those Brazilians were really feeling the fire yesterday.
So good job, King's MMA.
Yes.
That's who helped out.
Rodrigo Minotauro knocked out his opponent, who was Brendan Schaub. Dang, proud for him as well. I guess he stated it was his proudest accomplishment of his whole fighting career was to do that in front of his hometown crowd. So congratulations, bro. True warrior, another great knockout there as well.
And there was a day where there was always the talk about Brazilians, you know, they're just going to grapple you and go on the ground and hug you on the ground. And isn't it cool
we kind of started that.
No, of course. Right. But I'm saying now you're seeing Brazilians coming in, 3 knockouts. There was even another knockout, 4 knockouts in a row.
Yes. So of course, we were like, man, what can we break down? What can we show? And the one fight, it was on the prelims, that had some good grappling, some good jiu-jitsu, was Paulo Thiago versus David Mitchell. Won all 3 rounds, but some good grappling there as well.
And so you guys know about Paulo Thiago, he's part of an elite, special, like, police force in Brazil.
Yeah, the highest of the highest police force in Brazil. It's kind of like a SWAT equivalent, but almost like a Ranger equivalent, like higher than SWAT. These guys are very serious, and they're taking care of all the drug lords down there, handling a lot of the negativity that goes on in Brazil, and they're very highly respected because of it. So the chanting that was going on during Paulo Thiago's fight was a lot of people were saying different things, including "faca na caveira," which means knife in the skull, and that knife in the skull is the logo for this BOPI, which is the name of this elite police force. So the people were super hyped to see him, one of Brazil's finest representing in the cage in front of their people. Man, the energy was just ridiculous.
So don't mess with him. But standing.
Yeah, some good takedowns. You know, Paulo Thiago had all the good takedowns during the fight. There was one nice one from the clinch, from the over-under clinch, where he locked the body right here, locked it up, bro. And then he hooked the leg and he dove to the ground.
Threw himself.
Boom. Oh, and he came to the side mount.
This side?
Yes.
Boom. Yeah.
And he had very good side mount control. I think that was the most magnificent part. He had a few submission attempts as well, but he did such a great job of keeping the hip trap right here.
Yeah, and holding the side mount is not easy, especially with no gi on. It's very slippery.
Yes.
So he did do
a lot of
very
side mount, a lot of knees real tight right here, keeping the hip glued.
Initial side mount control was under the neck. This was in the very beginning of the fight. And sometimes he would go to knee on stomach, and sometimes he went for the Darce choke. Boom, here, which would cause Brandon to lay back on his back. Okay, you cannot keep turning inwards.
Hold on, let's see who's going.
Yo.
Hello, Chalo. It's Javier Vasquez. What up? Of course I'm going. We're filming a Gracie. We're in the middle of filming a Gracie breakdown right now. Do you have any ideas based on the fights last night? Okay, yeah, that's what we're breaking down right now. Paulo Thiago's fight. Good grappling, bro. He could have closed it, but you know it didn't go down. Good job.
Are we gonna fight in the beach or what?
So that was Javi. He agreed. You know, he said, "Yeah, great knockouts, Paulo Thiago. Congratulations." So the side mount control, the crucifix, the Darce choke attempts. Talk about the control you were saying right there.
Just in general, when you have knee on stomach and side mount, there's a certain, the person has to turn towards you. If I do nothing, he might keep rotating.
Right.
But he shot the arm under the neck, which made you go back on your back.
Yes, to get the arm out, which kept the control overall.
So sometimes a submission will help you maintain side mount control because of the fear.
Yeah, just the respect. There was also a time where Paulo Thiago ended up in Dave Mitchell's open guard, and there was a very close triangle to a lot of people who thought it was going to get caught. It was like this, boom, boom, but it didn't get caught. And then people were curious as to why.
This foot right here, right? This foot was in the way, and plus at the same time, I think Paulo stood up.
He got up,
and
he was gone, yes.
But this foot right here being caught.
But for Dave Mitchell's life, that foot wasn't coming out right there. In other words, there was no accident that the triangle didn't get locked. He got kind of a half triangle setup here, and the foot, Paulo was 100% committed to keeping it trapped intelligently. So this is a proper, you know, triangle counter, because a lot of times you'll be in this situation where you're like, you know, either here working the guard, and they can be in an open guard situation, or they can shoot. Boom! If this foot is stuck, it's done deal. Okay, so he kept it well, and that was magnificent there as well.
And from what it looked like, Dave Mitchell was not the jiu-jitsu guy in that match.
Well, no, it didn't look like that. Now, he is a good jiu-jitsu guy. You know, he's very high level, but it's just Paulo had the control and fought very patiently and very methodically and really neutralized, you know, anything Dave Mitchell was even thinking of.
Yeah, Paulo has more experience, you know, arresting and controlling.
Yeah. Arresting, controlling the bad guys. So overall, it was magnificent. There was also a good side mount crucifix attempt from Paulo Thiago, which was on this side, underhook over here. And during one of the first or second times that he side mounted, he did a good job striking. He swam his hand through. He got his knee trapped in the arm right here. But after some bucking and twisting, pull your left elbow out of there, bump me towards me. Boom, he got his elbow out and he kind of came back and he lost it. But man, so many beautiful options from him.
Yeah, this is always a great thing to do right here.
Boom, switching it over. How did he get that so well? Boom. But Dave was a little slippery, as it always is in this no-gi situation. Overall, it was magnificent. Overall, it was magnificent. A very exciting show, man. The Brazilian people couldn't be happier that it was back there. Congratulations to Dana and the UFC for making that full circle. And I think for sure we're going to see it happen again much sooner than 13 years, which is what I think it has been.
Yeah, I'm curious to how it felt to be there live, right? The vibe, the yelling, the chanting.
Yeah, Brazil, whole different height, whole different height. We promised last time to give away a Gracie Bullyproof DVD collection to someone who could guess the movie that Hidon saw on a Thursday night. In other words, the movie came out Thursday night at midnight, right? That was the movie. And Hidon was so excited to see it that he decided to go that evening to watch it at midnight for the first time ever, midnight screening. It was worth it to him. What was the movie that was worth it to him?
They already know. Planet of the Apes.
Yes.
Some people said Smurfs.
Some people said Smurfs.
And I do appreciate that because I would watch the Smurfs.
Some people said Harry Potter. Some people said some kind of dating movie. But either way, the Bullyproof DVD set to the randomly selected individual who left a comment, subscribe, and favorited the video is T Martin 11523. T Martin 11523. Congratulations, bro. You got the DVDs. And I think
we selected somebody before him.
Yes.
And then that person was not subscribed to our channel.
Yeah, the first random selection.
Just off the name?
Yeah, they weren't subscribed, so they didn't qualify. Now, we don't want to tell you who that is, because it might be heartbreaking for you. But know this, my friends. To qualify for the victory, you need to be subscribed, favorite, and leave a comment. All three. If you're missing one, it doesn't count. T. Martin, congratulations, bro. Enjoy it with your son, your 5-year-old son, and keep us posted on the progress. Now, new giveaway. We just reached this week 50,000 members in 189 countries around the world on GracieUniversity.com. 50,000 students in 189 countries. It's very exciting for us. It's been a little over 3 years that the university, GracieUniversity.com, has existed, and man, we're so excited. As a result, the next Gracie giveaway is going to be a free Gracie University membership for Gracie Combatives, the complete white to blue belt curriculum, and all the master cycle lessons that currently are available on Gracie University. So basically, we're going to unlock the whole university for you. And Women Empowered, because it's on there as well. So basically, all the lessons that we have currently through GracieUniversity.com, yeah, and we're feeling very happy right now, though, so it's okay.
And the question that you're going to ask?
You tell me.
It would have to be something to the effect of the value of online learning.
Interesting.
Because the world does have a little bit like, yeah, online is this, and learning at an academy is this. And we do agree that both of them have the pros and cons. But I want to know why you think that online learning
does or doesn't work.
Correct.
They can give their opinion.
You can say why it doesn't, yes, but obviously you would not be entering to win if it doesn't work.
10-4.
So more, I want to hear how it does work. I already know how it works and why it works.
Right.
But I'm just curious to why people out there might think that online learning can work these days.
Right. If you don't believe that you can learn via video or online, it means you haven't watched lessons 1, 2, and 3 of the Gracie Combatives program that me and he don't teach, which is free on Gracie University. If you watch those, and you still don't think you can learn from home,
you must not have been watching.
Listen, so that's what we're going to give away. Gracie University, full access to someone. What do you have to do? Subscribe to this channel, leave a comment on this video, and favorite this video. And you're entered to win, and we'll announce it during the next Gracie Breakdown. Before I forget, UFC, I think it's 136, the UFC Fan Expo in Houston, Texas, October 7th and October 8th. UFC Fan Expo. I'm teaching 4 Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Mastery seminars.
Wow.
People say, Henner, you're teaching those 4 seminars, I'm going to be there in Houston. Which one should I do? You guys, asking me to choose between 4 Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Mastery seminars is like asking Horion Gracie to choose, favorite children. It doesn't happen. Okay? It doesn't happen. You can't choose between children. You guys go to all 4. We'll see you there. We're going to keep it real on a different level. Each one is totally uniquely different, so nothing will be covered the same between any one of them. If you live in Texas, be there. If you don't live in Texas, fly there. Do the UFC Fan Expo. Watch the UFC. Have a party that weekend. And keep it real all the way to the top. Cool?
Keep it real is right.
UFC fans all over the world have been blown away by the ultimate fan experience. And it's coming to the George R. Brown Convention Center in Houston, Texas on October 7th and 8th. UFC Fan Expo is an all-access spectacle for the ultimate fan. Meet the sport's biggest fighters and industry icons. Attend special events, keynote addresses, training sessions, grappling tournaments, and so much more. The UFC Fan Expo, Houston, Texas, October 7th and 8th. Tickets on sale now at UFCFanExpo.com.